One in any casino in Las Vegas, you know, huge place with one bookstore. And I did that, and later I was playing in the casino, and this burly guy comes up to me from security and says, "How'd you make the ace of spades come up?" And I looked at him and I'm like, I'd never seen this guy before. And I just ignored it, and he asked me again. And then I realized they'd been watching through the cameras. They even have cameras in bookstores there. And sure enough, they'd filmed it and watched it over and over and over and over. And it prompted him to come downstairs and find me on the floor. "How'd you do that?" To which I showed him this. 4 aces. Okay, give him a little riffle. And they will turn to the 1, 2, 3, 4 kings. Aces are down here in case you were wondering. 2, 3, 4. Okay. A little bit of, Jimmy, you just come around here. Okay. Put these on the deck. Now, Mr. Fawn, would you give those a cut? Cut them somewhere in the center. Okay, I'm going to take these. Would you take those? We're going to give them a mix. This is called the Miami Beach Shuffle. I don't know why it's very popular in Miami Beach. Oh, you don't have to mix them that way.
I'm good at this.
I know you are. Picked you. Give me. There we go. Now, for some reason, people don't trust me when they see me with the cards. So, would you shuffle those too? Just mix them up. Okay. Perfect. Now, I'm going to take the half you shuffle, the half I shuffle. Shuffle them together. Could anything be more fair than that? Jimmy shuffled both decks. We shuffled them together. Now we're going to play a hand of poker. That's Jimmy's hand. I'll let you see my hand, okay? My first card, ooh, is an ace. The ace of clubs. I'll let you see my second card. Oh, ace of hearts. Just lucky, I guess. I'll let you see my third card. Oh, ace of spades. I'll let you see my last card. Oh, ace of diamonds. Now, Jimmy, how would you like it when I was dealing myself the 4 aces if I dealt you the 4 kings? That'd be pretty good, wouldn't it? Actually, it'd be terrible because he'd lose. And I'd be an ungracious guest to come here and beat my friend. So what I did was I dealt Jimmy the aces. And I got the kings. There they
How does he do that?
Said the voice in the back.
I've discovered at this point in the presentation that if I didn't explain things, people would actually start to get a little hostile. I don't know how these things are done. And it involves really sleight of hand. I'll give you an example. One of the things that people who use cards who are magicians are called card magicians or magicians. People who do it who are hustlers, they're called mechanics. A mechanic is a person who can handle the cards very well. If a mechanic gets into a casino and starts dealing to friends, it can cost the casino small fortunes. There's actually a parking lot out in Las Vegas where a casino used to sit because a mechanic decided to take them to the cleaners. And every night they stole from them and stole from them until the place couldn't make its payroll. That's how bad it can get. Here's an example. Woody, name a number between 1 and 10. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Name another number, please. 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is called dealing a deuce. I'm dealing the second card from the top. When it's turned face down, when the casinos found out that there were dealers doing this, they actually changed the way dealers were dealing for a while. They made them deal what's called stud, which is you deal the card like that, you snap face up. So the mechanics learned how to deal stud. Do that again, watch. Still on the top. I'll do it like so. That's coming second from the top. A wasted youth. Another. Put the 4X. I'll show you a neat way to put them down there. Ready? Up. You're now down on the bottom, just like so. Everybody see?
Sure, yeah.
Anything you say. Yeah, we got
How many hands do I deal? How many hands? Name a number of hands.
You have two.
3. Oh, not more than 3. Come on.
7.
7. First round I'll deal legitimately. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's how you get into the rhythm. Instead of dealing the cards to myself, I'm going to deal them to Jimmy, because I would never want to deal 4 aces to myself, but it wouldn't look so bad if I dealt them to a partner. That's the psychology of cheating. You should not win when you deal. And there are the 4 aces. Go right off. The mouse came right off the bottom. That's called dealing. And it's, believe it or not, I shouldn't say it's simple, but the mechanics are just like this, as was taught to me. That's it. It's clicking. Interestingly, when I first moved up to Tampa, there were a half dozen guys who did this exceptionally well, who played in private games. And I tell all my friends who play cards up here for money that there are more hustlers in this area of Florida than any place else. I have no idea why.
And he actually plays cards with his friends once a week. And doesn't win much.
A couple of years ago, somebody actually had the audacity to cheat when I was playing. I didn't figure it out. Jimmy, you're going to help me with this. Would you give those a shuffle? Now, this scam is called playing heavy. Here we go. Deal out 4 hands. How's it look? I'm cheating. Believe it or not. That's what's so interesting about this scam. It can be done very, very slowly, and you don't catch on to it. That's why I think it went by me. Playing heavy. I dealt Woody 5 cards. What is your name?
Carol.
Carol. I dealt Carol 5 cards. Jimmy got 5 cards, but I got 6. Playing heavy comes the idea you get an extra card every time you deal. You give yourself an extra card. Now, you don't have to know what the card is. By giving yourself an extra, your chances of getting a pair, 3 of a kind, 2 pair, a straight, are astronomically better than if you have 5 cards. If you do this all night long, you will consistently take everybody else's money just by getting 1 more card. That's how the odds work. Now, how did I do this? Because it looked fair when I was dealing. Hopefully it looked fair. I dealt what's called a double. And a double is very interesting because it is both a visual trick, but there's also a sound to it. The cards all should sound the same as I'm snapping them off the deck. I'm going to deal 5 cards down. I want you all to see, and help too, if you can tell which one is the double. Okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Woody, which one do you think it was? 4th. Carol? So they all were. You're right.
Many times I've been shook in Vegas, man. What I never win, man.
They have the odds.
That's unbelievable.
They have the odds. We saw a different color. They'll play it back, and they'll see where the marks are. And they have a very interesting, I've seen the lab that they use. This marking system, they burn the cards, they don't see anything. What is it? It's water. They figured out that they could mark cards with water stains. And they only have to mark a percentage of the cards. You don't have to mark all of them. Just mark 20% of them. That's enough to give you an edge over the house. That's all you want. You don't want to be winning all their money. You just want to be winning a little more than you're losing. And they came up with a way of marking cards using water. And I put it in the book. I got called from a hustler out in Las Vegas.
How's I know?
You know, I thought he was going to be, and he said, you know, I was kind of surprised you put that in the book. He said, but you know, they really still can't stop us. Well, that's interesting. You're right, they can't. Because it's water. How do you prove that to a jury? There's water on it. Well, you're serving drinks. You're gonna
How
stop.
do they get to the deck?